the city boy, Bob Williams.
Ben was a city boy. My older sister's first boyfriend. She'd been away to college, and now she was bringing him home to visit the family. Well, this was a new experience for my younger brother and I. It was kind of neat to have an older guy around, almost like an older brother. But he was a city slicker. But he seemed to be interested, and he helped us do a little preventive maintenance on our bikes, and we're kind of showing him around the farm. And then we show him our old horse, Bill. Hey, would you like to have a ride on Bill? Sure. So we get Bill, put the bridle on him, of course no saddle. And we hold the bridle while Ben gets on, and we give him the bridle. Now everything had gone very smoothly until we let go of the bridle. An animal can sense fear or uncertainty in humans very easily. And as soon as we let go of the bridle, Bill headed for the barn door at a good clip. The barn door was impossible to ride through if you were sitting up on the horse. You had to lay down on the horse's back. You could make it through fine. So we started yelling, "Whoa, Bill, whoa!" And then we yelled at Ben, "Duck, Ben, duck!" But Bill doesn't stop and Ben doesn't duck. And he comes up to the barn door. He puts his hands up like this, hits the barn wall, and goes off the back of the horse and right on down to the ground. Fortunately, he wasn't hurt. And he didn't blame us, didn't think we were trying to play bad tricks on him or anything. Several years later, he's a student at Indiana University, now with a wife and a couple of young kids. And he likes to come out to the farm and kind of relieve tension and get away from his studies for a little bit. And this particular spring day, he's helping my dad by plowing a field. Now this old tractor we had went at a very slow pace, a very kind of a slow walk when I was plowing. And when you got to the end of the field, there was a rope that was tied on the back of the seat. You reached back, you pulled the rope, and this wheel spun around, caught a cog, and it pulled the plow up out of the ground, and you were able to turn around and come back the other direction. This particular time, for some reason, it wasn't working. Ben's looking back there, he's pulling the rope, he's watching the plow. And even at a slow walk, things can happen very fast when you're operating farm equipment. And before he knows it, he's passing the end of the field, smacked right into the fence and through the fence, and the front wheel of the tractor goes right over a 4-foot embankment. Fortunately, the plow stayed in the ground, and the tractor stayed upright. My dad was upset about the fence, but he's even more upset about the idea that his grandchildren almost lost their dad. Now, some years later, Ben was out of school, and as a poor school teacher, when his family took a vacation, they decided that they would camp. And they took their tent and their sleeping bags and so on, and they were in Washington, D.C., saw all the sights, and got out of town kind of late, and they're headed through the Virginia countryside, and they can't find a campground. They're all getting really tired, it's getting kind of late at night, kids are fussy, so he's going along the road, and all of a sudden he sees this beautiful green pasture of grass, and he said, "Hey, we'll just crash here tonight." So he pulls off the road, throws out the tent, gets the kids in the sleeping bags, everybody's in the tent, sound asleep, having a great time. Wakes up in the morning when the sun comes out, sticks his head out of the tent, and lo and behold, he's in somebody's front yard, a great big mansion. And not only that, but just then the little kids come out on the porch and they say, "Hey, Mommy, Daddy, look, somebody's camping in our front yard." Ben jumps out of the tent, he grabs the kids in this, right still in their sleeping bag, throws them in the car, wads up the tent, sticks it in the truck, jumps in his car, and takes off before the police show up. Now, 60-some years later, Ben and Irene still live out in the country. He's no longer a city boy. And these are the stories we like to tell about Ben around the campground. These are the stories of family that are interesting and humorous and fun. I suggest that you probably have stories of your own in your own families. Be nice to write those down, share them with your kids and your grandkids, and then come and bring them to us and share them with Toastmasters. Mr. Toastmaster.